One thing, defiling the bodies of young girls is horrifying.
Auschwitz-Birkenau, a place of horror where over 1 million people died. Prisoner 34902, Lali Sokolov, was the man who tattooed numbers on the inmates of the concentration camp. It's here where he met the woman he'd love for the rest of his life, Gita.
How great is it to have a Holocaust story that can be based around such a beautiful love story? My playboy to hold the arm of an 18-year-old girl dressed in rags with her head shaven and be stabbing numbers into her arm and be able to tell me 60 years later, I knew in that second I would never love another.
Author Heather Morris, who spent time with Lali before his death in 2006, agrees he was an optimist.
He made a vow to himself on that very first night, I will live to leave this place and see those responsible pay. And for him, the only form of resistance those prisoners had, and he would tell that to them, to the girls, you have one form of resistance, stay alive.
But how did she balance fact with fiction?
To be restricted to writing about what Lali only saw and witnessed and experienced, leaving Gita out of it, except when she was with him, that wasn't working for me. I needed to tell her story too.
And she says it was impossible not to be moved by the story.
You have about 20% of what I know in that book. The horror and the evil that Lali saw over a nearly 3-year period, I just could not put it into the book. No good could come from a reader just being dragged down to that level of absolute depravity and horror. So I gave you a touch of it. Did it affect me hearing it? Yes, it did.
The tale of Lali and Gita is a harrowing one of love, courage and survival under the most heinous of conditions. It's about finding light when everything seems dark. Andrea van Wyk, Johannesburg.